What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we are back here on Pokemon Showdown today. We're going to be using this Electric Seed Hawlucha team, which was passed to me by Taste Breeze over on Discord, so big shoutouts to him. I'll leave his links down below in the description, but it's pretty standard, Tapu Koko plus Hawlucha. Obviously, if you get an Hawlucha under the Electric Terrain, you get your Electric Seed boost, which gives you a defense boost, and thanks to Unburden, since you lost your item, you actually get your speed doubled too, so that makes Hawlucha a really giant threat. We have Swords Dance, Roost, Acrobatics, and High Jumpic. Roost is really useful, so you can set up on monsters, just hidden power, Ice, Land, or T, but other than that, we obviously have specs Tapu Koko right here. We need the Electric Terrain setter. Icium Z, Kyurem-Black, a really nice wall breaker. This is kind of like a lead Staraptor right here with the Final Gambit. It is also our defogger, so if we want to spam defog at the beginning of the match to prevent rocks, which we are pretty weak to, we can go ahead and do that. But other than that, these two attacks hit really hard. Swords Dance, Mega Pinsir right here with Stone Edge, Quick Attack, and Frustration. Stone Edge is interesting coverage. I guess it allows you to hit Zapdos better because Hawlucha struggles with that. And then Life Orb Blenders T, which is our Stealth Rocker for the team. So the team actually went 5-0 when I tested it, so hopefully we can keep up that progress on screen right now. But yeah, it'll be down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me. And I'll be right back with our first match. Alright, we got our first match right here, and Hawlucha can definitely run through this guy's team if we just get a bit of damage on the Tapu Koko. I'm going to go ahead and lead off here with my Staraptor. He decides to lead off with this Tran. I'm assuming he's just going to try to get up a Rocks right here. I'm going to go ahead and Final Gambit turn 1. It's going to bring him all the way down to 1%. And he does get up his rocks, which is perfectly fine, and as I can just do the same right now. I don't need my own Lender, it's particularly healthy for anything. He might go Rotom right here, but the reason I want rocks up is I want to chip away at that Tapu Koko. He goes for Magma Storm and misses, unfortunately. That's the risk of Magma Storm, but it's great that we got to keep Lando healthy. As I said, I was willing to take the damage right there, but I'll just go for Earthquake. And probably knock him out. I don't think he has a reason to switch out right here. He's probably pretty frustrated about the miss right there, because that would have done like a clean 50%. And then another 12% with the swirling magma damage. So we have it in Power Ice in case he goes Lando, and I think if he's going to be a defensive set, we should be faster. I don't want to explode just yet because this mon still definitely does have some viability, despite the fact that he does have a Rotom and a Lando right there. So we revealed the Life Orb, which is unfortunate. I'm assuming this is going to bring out the Kyurem-Black, which, not going to lie, just kind of gets a kill if it clicks an Ice-type move. But if it has weird dragon coverage, that would be kind of unfortunate too. He goes out into his Lando, and this is one of the mons that I need damage on for Hawlucha too, so goes right for a knockoff and knocks off my Life Orb, but we get HP Ice damage off, and that actually just knocks him out, so he was offensive Lando. Out comes his Scissor right here. I'll go ahead and explode just because I don't want this thing Swords Dance sweeping me. So we do explode right there, as he does go right for the Swords Dance, which is perfectly fine. I can just go right here into my this is tricky. We're actually kind of weak to SD Scissor. What do I do right here? Pinsir is not going to live the hit. Hawlucha probably lives it, but I don't think we are going to deal with him well. I'm going to go Tapu Koko just because it'll force him to attack me, and at the very least we can get an Hawlucha. So I'll go right here for a Specs T-Bolt. He should just Bullet Punch, but he does not for whatever reason. Not sure why, but that should just seal up the game, unless he Scarf Kyurem-Black. Or I make some pretty bad misplays right here. I guess he really thought he would live something and try to SD up again to get the clean Bullet Punch sweep. Which would have happened, but I'm pretty sure even like a Magnet T-Bolt would have put him in range of Quick Attack. So I'm not sure what his thought process there was with that play, but hey, I'll take it. And Hawlucha might not even be able to come out this first match. I'm going to try to get it too, but it might just not happen. Let's see what he wants to bring out right here though. I think he has to go either Scarf Kyurem or Tapu Koko and hope for a speed tie, because I wouldn't be surprised if Tapu Koko just goes down to a Specs hit, and he has to somehow knock me out, which I think he can only do with Specs Dazzling Gleam. So let's see what he opts to do right here. He will get, actually no, he won't get Electric Terrain boost with his Rotom because it's levitating. So that's something else we can keep in mind. We can go out into our our own Kyurem-Black on that thing, but probably not very happy about that. The fact that we knocked him out right there, because if he got up that second Swords Dance successfully, he would have just won. But I think he kind of had to make that play, because had I Swords Dance, had he knocked me out, I think I just went Hawlucha and won the game right there. So out comes this thing. I'm going to go ahead and T-Bolt just because I want my Hawlucha to come in and do work. And if this is like some random substitute set, I don't want him to be able to get that up. So we do, he's still in range to substitute, but he just goes for Fusion Bolt, which doesn't even knock me out. So now we'll be able to outrun him and knock him out right here. And as I said, I don't think he's in a very good spot. Maybe Scarf Tapu Koko can sweep me, but I don't think so, because I think I hit from Hawlucha plus, what's the one called? Pinsir should be able to deal with that. Goes out into his Rotom right here. I'll go ahead and T-Bolt this, and it just knocks him out, because It is under terrain, so this is the big threat. I need to go ahead and T-Bolt right here and bring him down really low. And hopefully we can just win the speed tie and get this over with. We do win the speed tie right there, so Koko's just going to clean up the game right there. Unfortunate that Hawlucha didn't get to come out when it could have done a lot of work, but I'll take the win right there, and I'll be right back with another match. So one of the biggest reasons I actually wanted to use Hawlucha today was just because the account I'm on right now is actually not very high on the ladder, and a lot of lower ladder players actually don't know how to play around super offensive teams like this, with just a ton of setup, so I figured this could be a nice opportunity to showcase Hawlucha. But let's go ahead and lead off here with our Tapu Koko. Leads off with Skarmory, so we get it right. I'm going to go ahead and hit him Power Fire right here and over T-Bolting, just because he could go Drill, and we can scout the set. And that does do over half. I think he's Spidef. I don't think he's Scarf. I'm going to go Lando, though. I don't want to... You know what, though? No, I need to... This is the only thing that threatens Skarmory, so I actually have to preserve this. Well, Kyurem-Black does too, but he goes ahead and goes into his Kecleon right here. I'm not sure what coverage he has. I'm just going to try to get up a Rocks right here. Goes out into his Skarm. I'll go Kyurem. Goes right for a Defog, which is fine. We do break the Sturdy right here with Fusion Bolt, but I'm just going to go for... I'm going to go for Fusion Bolt because we do break the Sturdy with our Teravolt. So hopefully this just knocks him out. He's actually really Fizdef and goes for counter and just blows me back. So that's not what we wanted, but the good thing right here is we just got off all the damage that we needed for Hawlucha. So we go back to this now, and all I need to do is make sure this thing doesn't get to Roost up. So I'll go right here for the... I'll just go for T-Bolt. Goes back to Drill. Wasn't really not expecting that when I could have gone into my... I could have gone for HP Fire, but I'll go right here into my Lando. If he doubles to Skarm, good play. I think he's actually going to do that. I'm going to get up Rocks anyway, because he could also just Toxic me. So there's our Rocks. He's going to go ahead and Rapid Spin. That's not going to help you, just because I'm getting Leftovers recovery, and I'm pretty sure... No, he has more Rocks than me. No, I'm not getting Leftovers recovery. I'm taking Life Orb damage. I saw 6 something, but I'm just going to go ahead and Earthquake to knock him out. And unfortunately, it looks like Hawlucha is going to... I mean, the Koko is going to get to Roost, which is what we didn't want. But the thing is, doesn't Koko just kind of win? I mean, we do need some damage on Volcarona, obviously, but I have to Explode. No, I don't have to, but I have to attack him, because if he Swords Dances right here, we just lose. So, do we bring him really low? Dragon Dance. That's interesting. And what do I sack? I think Staraptor is the sack. And then Pinsir will be able to out-prioritize his Aqua Jet right here. And I think Stone Edge might be able to knock out Skarmory from 30%. But I have to Quick Attack. I can't risk it. He might switch out into Skarm, but he doesn't, which is cool. And I think he's going to be forced out into either his own Pinsir or Skarmory. Whatever he wants to choose. That counter was an interesting play. What's standard Skarm right now? Rock, Spikes, Defog, Brave Bird, I think. Goes out into his Pinsir. I don't know how much we take from a Quick Attack, but I'm just going to go for a Quick Attack of my own. And we do a lot. Let's see what he clicked. He just clicked Return. I wanted to get the damage off instead of risking a Speed Tie for no reason. And what I can do is just go out into my Tapu Koko now. And click Volt Switch probably first. Yeah. I want to go ahead and do that just to get in my Hawlucha right now and try to win. I want to win a match with Hawlucha. That's pretty much what it's coming down to right now. He could have Shadow Sneak on his Kecleon, which could be kind of scary. But, because I'll take 50% right now, but what I'm actually going to go ahead and do is Swords Dance, I think. And just go for game. No, you know what, we're going to High Jump Kick. He does have the Shadow Sneak, exactly what I just said, but I'm going to go ahead and Roost right here. Just because... Why didn't it affect me? No, he did affect me. As long as he doesn't crit me, which he doesn't, we can go ahead and Roost off all this damage. And we should be good to go now. I said Shadow Sneak, but then I clicked it anyway. I really wasn't expecting that right there. Goes right for a Rock Slide. Now I just start Swords Dancing up. And that's going to be the game. Because with the defense boost, with enough Roost, we will be out of range of out of range of Quick Attack. So now I just Acrobatics. We're out of range right now. There's a Shadow Sneak. I don't know if we're out of range after a Shadow Sneak. Hopefully we are. So that way Hawlucha can pick us up the nice win. We should be. 68% goes Skarmory. So he's going off my miss. Which thankfully we don't. And we knock that thing out. So it looks like Hawlucha is going to pick us up the second match right here. Goes Pinsir. And I think at this point Tapu Koko wins. I'm going to go for Acrobatics. We did live that, which is cool. And yeah, he needed some hacks right there. He either needed the Quick Attack crit or the High Jump Kick miss. But now I just go for Acrobatics on this. And that is going to seal up the deal. If he was Sash Quiver Dance, no, we would have outsped because of Unburden, but that's going to be a game right there. I'll drop a GG in chat, and I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here. We're going to have to weaken the Clefable if it is unaware, but we can break through that with Specs Koko and Icium Z Kyurem, and even Mega Pincers, so let's go ahead and lead off with Staraptor. Just because it can Final Gambit, it can U-turn, do some fun stuff. He leads off with his Lopunny. He's probably going to go for a Fake Out. I'll go ahead and Brave Bird on the off chance he just wants to high jump kick me. There is a Fake Out. And what do I think he would go out into? If he could go Tyranitar and try to Pursuit Trap me, I guess. That would be kind of annoying. I'm going to Final Gambit. Just because he actually goes out into Toxapex, which probably took 2, but now that thing is just out of the way. He could switch it out and get Regenerator if he really wants, but I'm going to go Kyurem. And I'm just going to go ahead and Fusion Bolt. I don't care if you go Lando, because we do take a Scarf Stone Edge. And Fusion Bolt's the only thing that I have that knocks out this right now. Tyranitar will go down to Icium Z, but I want to scout the set right here. That could be Choice Scarf. Let's see if we see leftovers. I don't know. I'm just going to fire off Sub-Zero Slammer, and we get rid of Tyranitar. Not that big of a deal, because that was... I guess that was his Rocker, and maybe it's Scarf Lando, but Hawlucha was going to break that anyway. Out comes his Lopunny right here. I'm going to go right here for the... I'm just going to switch out into my Lando and take this thing on. Goes right for Power Up Punch. I don't know if we live in Ice Punch now, but I'll go with an Earthquake. We did not live. Okay. So now... So he's at neutral attack. So I'm actually going to make the Tapu Koko play right now. We do take a 1 Frustration / Return, whatever he has or showed. I don't know if he did yet. But I'll go ahead and just click Volt. I'll Dazzling Gleam. He did go Magnezone. I was kind of expecting Lando, but it's fine. I'll just go ahead and... I can't sack this. No way. I gotta sack off my Kyurem right here. Now I gotta sack off... I don't know. What's more important, Kyurem or Pinsir? Pinsir's more important. I'm gonna sack off Kyurem. He's gonna click Electric Train, T-Bolt obviously, or Gigavolt Havoc, or Flash Cannon right away. Wow. I think Tapu Koko would have lived that. But now I go out into Hawlucha. And just click High Jump Kick. I think he sacks this if he can't risk me Swords Dancing up, unless he is in fact unaware Clef. But he goes out into Toxapex right here, which was probably going to click the Haze. So actually click Recover, but this allows me to click T-Bolt for free. As he goes Lando, definitely didn't want to predict right there. I'll just go right here into my Hawlucha. And unfortunately we won't be able to sweep with this thing, especially since I need to predict now at this point. There's the Toxapex. Alright, so he's gonna click Scald. I'm gonna Swords Dance up. There's a T-Spike actually. Okay. We're gonna Acrobatics, bring him down really low. And now he's gonna recover. I'll go out into my Tapu Koko right here. This is really annoying. Goes right for a recover, which is what we expected. I'll go ahead and Dazzling Gleam now, just because I think he goes Lando again. Magnezone doesn't get 2-hit KO'd from that range. We already burned our Electric Seed. I have to go for game with Pinsir. So, if I want to do that, I got to get it in, like, safely. I can't hard switch it in on anything. So, do I stay in or do I go hard Hawlucha? I don't see Hawlucha doing anything anymore. And now we go Pinsir. We Mega Evolve and click Frustration. As he actually lived it. Why did he take, like, nothing? Did I not Mega Evolve? I swear I Mega'd, but I'll go out into my Tapu Koko right here. I clicked the Mega thing, and maybe I did it too fast, and it just didn't go off, but I don't know. He would have been able to stall me out with Fake Out Lopunny anyways, with the poison. So, good plays on his part. I'll just go ahead and Dazzling Gleam right here. And then he's going to be able to go out into Toxapex. I'll just go ahead and /forfeit, and that is going to be that game. So unfortunate. I'm not sure. I don't think the me Mega Evolving would have made a difference at all, but I definitely should have played more offensive right there. And I'll be right back with another match. Alright, so as it turns out in that last match, it turns out I did Mega Evolve, but turns out Mega Pinsir just does that much to Magnezone. I know it 4 times resisted, but like, that's Mega Pinsir. I thought it would at least do 36, but I guess 4 times the resist came through, but that's alright. We'll go ahead and move on right here. Mega Pinsir kind of 6-0s this guy. Kyurem-Black also kind of 6-0s this guy. We're actually going to make the Kyurem lead. Leads off with Whimsicott. I don't want to take a Moonblast to the face with this, so I'm just going to go out here into my... We're going to go Landorus T. He might try to Tailwind or something, but there's some weird variation of Semi-Stall, it looks like. Substitute. I think we take an HP Ice because Whimsicott's like not very strong. A Sub-Leech Cheat is cool. I'll just go ahead and honestly explode on this guy, just because I don't want my Pinsir getting stun spored or anything like that. So I'm actually gonna go out here into my. We're gonna make the Staraptor play, and we're just gonna go ahead and Brave Bird this. There's a substitute. Just wants to see what we're locked into, and now he'll probably go Lando, or he actually doesn't respond to this too well. I could have double edged, it would have been the same thing, but I guess not, because we actually hit Amoonguss for super effective damage. This probably takes like 40? 44, okay. And he's actually not leftovers. I'm just going to go for the roll right here, because Staraptor doesn't do a lot. Goes Lando now. So that's great damage for my Pinsir in the back, and I'll just go ahead and I'll go Kyurem-Black here. I just had to get in Pinsir safely and get one Swords Dance up, and we win the match with it. Because, actually, I don't think so, because a Whimsicott can Prankster Stun Spore it anyway. Goes for Toxic and misses, so definitely unfortunate for him right there. And I'll just go ahead and probably get up a Substitute. Yeah. And he actually is faster than me, but we do get our Substitute up safely. So now I just Ice Beam right here. U-turn shouldn't break it. He might go Slowbro, I guess, but everything else we just knock out. We knock out Audino, which I think is Fairy type, with our Icium Z. So I think he has to Earthquake right here just to break. We actually did. Oh no, he outspit because he clicked Protect, obviously. Just bad mistake right there. But we have a Kyurem-Black behind a Substitute right now against a stall team. I don't think he has a way out of this, because he can go out into a bulky water to try to break it, but he might even just go down to Max Attack Fusion Bolt right here. I'm not sure, but we'll see. What's this Mega about? It's Mega Audino, okay. I was going to say, if you had no Mega. Fusion Bolt comes off, and we don't knock him out, unfortunately. Goes right for Flamethrower, which does knock me out. It breaks my Substitute, and I'll just go right here for the Fusion Bolt again. Knock that out, and we can Substitute on Alomomola if we want. If he goes Amoonguss, I'm just going to go with Whimsicott. I was just going to go ahead and Substitute again so he couldn't Spore me, and then we would be good to go in that regard. But what I'm actually going to do right here is switch out on a Moonblast, because I don't want to take it with this. I don't think I want Staraptor to take it either, because Staraptor kind of wins. I'm going to go Hawlucha, I think. Goes for Elite Seed. So he just predicted me right there. We outspeed, right? Oh, never mind, because we don't have enough speed investment because we're the Unburden set. That's fine, though. I'll just go ahead and Acrobatics right here. Not sure if he'll stay into Moonblast and just knock me out, but if he does, that means he doesn't get an Elite Seed recovery. That did absolutely nothing. I'll go ahead and start Swords Dancing, though, just because I'm not sure what he has, but we have Roost, so we should be fine. I'll just go ahead and Roost this off. He's doing a good amount with the Leech Seed plus... what's it called? Leech Seed plus Scald, but even if he burns me, we should be able to deal with this. So there's a Scald. I'll go ahead and Swords Dance up again. I don't really care if you burn me. I'm going to be at like 1800 attack by the end of this. There's the burn. As I said, that's totally cool with me. I'll go ahead and Roost up again. And this also means Whimsicott cannot Prankster Stun Spore me, so that's cool. Goes right for a knockoff to get rid of my Electric Seed. That's, I guess, kind of annoying, but I'll just go right here for Roost again. And then I'll Swords Dance, and then I guess I'll Acrobatics. Goes for Aqua Jet, which is not doing a lot. I'll just go ahead and Roost here. Why is he... This Leech Seed's kind of annoying. I should have just brought this in safely, but it's fine. Goes right for Scald. So we're taking Scald, Burn, and Elite Seed, and that's why we're taking so much damage. I'm going to go ahead and High Jump Kick now. 54. Would have been nice to not have a burn on me right there. I'm going to High Jump Kick just because if he protects to knock me out with the High Jump Kick, it's not that big of a deal. And we unfortunately don't get the roll right there, and but he goes for a Scald. So now I go Pinsir. I Mega Evolve and just click Swords Dance, I think. Goes Whimsicott, a Quick Attack right here. He probably has to Prankster. If he has Stun Spore, he clicks it now. If he has Elite Seed, that's his play. But it looks like Pinsir is going to be able to win the match now because we knock out Audino with Frustration, and he's just going to go ahead and forfeit. So I'll drop a GG in chat. He already left. No, that's just a forfeit message, but that's cool. Pinsir picks up the win. Hawlucha helped break through the Alomomola, and I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here. Hawlucha can't sweep this match, but unfortunately he has a lot of threatening priority attacks, such as the Mega Pinsir's Quick Attack, Zygarde with Extreme Speed, and Shuriken Greninja, and he probably has Unaware Clefable too. I'm going to lead off here with Staraptor, just because its wings that are lagging, and I wanted to do this. So when a final Gambit turn 1, I don't think you soft-boiled. I think you either get up a Rocks or go right for a Moonblast. So we do 96%, and he does go right for Rocks. I'm cool with that, just because, as I said, the only thing I actually needed... Do we see an item? The only thing I actually needed Staraptor for was to weaken this. Now it's in range of Hawlucha. So the thing is, I can get up Rocks and then hit it with a Life Orb Earthquake after. He just goes for Ice Beam. Okay, that's not something I expected. This just got pretty sketchy. I'm gonna go Tapu Koko. And just probably Dazzle. I don't want him to go Zygarde. This is gonna force out, I think, Magearna or Scarf Cortana. And Scarf Cortana is not looking like a fun time. Out comes Magearna, which I don't know. This is a weird situation. He might have T-Bolt. I don't want to stay in right here. I'm gonna go Pinsir on Trick Room. So this is meant to sweep me up. It's definitely a tough matchup then. Regular like Trick Room Magearna as a lone Trick Room sweeper on a normal team. That's definitely something I've never seen before. I'll go right here for Flare Cannon. Hopefully it doesn't have T-Bolt. Twinkle Tackle? Hopefully you live that. Never mind. I thought... No, Fairy resists Bug. Bug does not resist Fairy. So, we got our Unburden, but I think, unfortunately, the Trick Room's still up. I'm gonna attempt to Roost all this. He goes for Flare Cannon. So he gets rid of his boost, but I think we still lose. Alright, we gotta go out into this and click Fusion Bolt and hope for our Flare Cannon miss. If he has Flash Cannon, then it's over anyway. Alright, so this is definitely something I want to try. That's definitely caught me by surprise right there. I thought we were fine, but then he just Trick Roomed up and it just went in. That's fine though. I'll go ahead and that's definitely not the move I lock myself into. It's you know what? We're not knocking him out with anything else. I'll just go ahead and HP Fire maybe. He just knocks me out with +1 Flash Cannon, and that is going to be a GG right there. So cool set, definitely cool tech right there, and props to that guy for the win. And I'll be right back with another match. Alright, we got another match right here. This guy's a Latios, which is pretty cool. It could be Soldu or Psychium. Unfortunately for him, it's not going to get the boost from the Psychic Terrain, so I'm curious to see what exactly he wants to do. We do have to scout for what kind of Zard it is, though. It could be either on this type of team, but since it is paired with Gren, I don't think it would be Zard OI. I'm going to lead off with Tapu Koko right here, just because it can Volt Switch out on most things. Unfortunately, it leads off with his Landorus T right here. I can go Kyurem or I can go Lando. I'm going to go my own Lando, just because if he's going to get up a Rocks, I do want to get up my own, just to pressure his Zard. So let's see what he opted to do. Just went right for Earthquake, probably Choice Scarf then. His switch in right here would probably be... He doesn't really have one. I'm just going to get up Rocks. So he's not locked in, so I'm glad I actually did not Earthquake. We saw that we were faster. I'll just go ahead and... I don't know, it's weird. I can Explode or I can Earthquake. I can Explode or I can HP Ice. We actually got a crit. That really sucks for him because now we still have Landorus as Death Fodder. Actually, that's kind of fortunate for him because he gets that Gren now, and he's probably going to end up getting his Battle Bond by just clicking Dark Pulse right here. Hopefully it's Protean. I'm gonna go Kyurem and hopefully a water type move. If he clicks Dark Pulse, then good play. I really don't want to go Hawlucha right here. Kyurem's the play on a Hydro Pump. So we made the play correctly. Had he Dark Pulse right there, we probably weren't too KO'd by it. So I don't know. I think I might have been worried for nothing. But we're gonna go ahead and Sub-Zero Slammer right here and just pick up another knockout. We definitely, well, obviously not another knockout if he goes Magearna, but he actually opts to go out into Latios. He probably should have gone Magearna because Electric Terrain was going to go down, but I'm not sure what he was expecting. Probably a nice Fusion Bolt, and he's just going to go ahead and forfeit on that note. So Kyurem-Black just pretty much came through. Glad we brought it in on that Hydro Pump. Had he Dark Pulse and gotten a few flinches, that obviously could have been a little bit different, but I'll be right back with the one final battle. Alright, so we got another match right here. This team has a very weak terrain, so this is definitely going to be a tough matchup. I'm just going to predict the Pelipper lead. He might lead off with Ferrothorn, expecting my Kyurem, but I want to get in Kyurem right away. It leads off with Koko, which is, I guess, a good mid-ground lead, because it caught both my Lando and my Kyurem, assuming it's choice specs. I'm going to go Lando, just because he's going to U-turn, which is fine. He could have Dazzling Gleam, and if it was specs, he probably would have 2-hit KO'd me, but he would have seen that I was offensive, and he would have had to switch out, trying to predict a Scarf anyway. Is this Scarf Pelipper? I really hope it's not. I'm going to Explode right here and really hope we knock him out. So once the rain goes down now, we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the match, which is going to be really nice. And honestly, I don't want to allow Hawlucha to come back in right now. Do I just want to go out into my own Hawlucha? That's going to force out, what, Tapu Koko? I'm actually going to make the Staraptor play. Just because He's actually going to go out into his Kingdra. He probably outspeeds me. Yeah, he definitely will. He's going to have to lock himself into something right here, and we can go based on that. So I'll just go ahead and double edge. Goes for the water type move, so this is going to bring in my Kyurem. He might just stand and click Spec Surf on it. I could definitely see that as his play. But I'm going to go ahead and Sub-Zero Slammer right here. Decides to sack off the Tapu Koko. If he goes Hawlucha right now, he can't set up because I do have Ice Beam. If he goes Swampert, I'm pretty sure we live one hit, and we can get off an Ice Beam on that too. And if he doesn't have Stone Edge, he might not even 2-hit KO me. So out comes Hawlucha. This is probably just going to kick me. I'm going to go right here for the Ice Beam anyway. Goes for Drain Punch, which we are going to live. This might just knock you out, I think. Yeah, that's just going to straight up knock you out. I think he should have gone Ferrothorn and preserved that for later, but I guess he wanted to get in this safely, which is fine with me. I'm just going to go ahead and Ice Beam right here. Then we get in Hawlucha. Unfortunately, I just made a misplay, so we're actually going to go into our Tapu Koko first. Get up that terrain, and now we're going to go Hawlucha, which is what I meant to do, and now we're going to Swords Dance. Because unless he flinches me here with a Waterfall, we should be able to win. Which he does not. So High Jump Kick should knock him out, but I'm actually going to Roost just because Rain is gone, and we can just go ahead and Roost off all this damage right here. And Swords Dance up again now. And then I'm just going to continue clicking Roost. I know I'm playing around with Ice Punch freezes, but I want to be out of range of a High Jump Kick miss. So one more Roost will allow me to do that right now. And now if we miss this High Jump Kick, I guess it wouldn't have made a difference anyway, but I'm just going to kick right here. Knock that out, and we should be able to go, we should be fine. Because Mega Pinsir, just Acrobatics right here, because Mega Pinsir cleans up. And that is going to miss out on the knockout. He just goes for Toxic though, and just Acrobatics again. And then we Acrobatics Kingdra, and that is going to be that. So nice Hawlucha sweep right there. That was pretty quick. I know it was said this was going to be our last match, but I'll actually be right back with another one. Alright, so based on the team that we're facing now, this one's probably going to be the last one, but Quagsire is super annoying. Leads off with Zygarde. If he has max speed Dragonium, then you know what, you got me. But I'm clicking Ice Beam right here. I just want to outspeed you and knock you out. If you're also like Weakness Policy and somehow live this, then you also got me. He's Stone Edge. Okay, thankfully he didn't crit me and we knock him out. I don't need health on Kyurem. I just need it alive enough to fire off some hits. I don't think you go Tren right here unless you Scarf, because I could have Earth Power. I think you have to go Skarmory. In which case, I just Z-move to try to knock that thing out through the Sturdy. Goes Tyranitar though, is this also Scarf? I'm assuming that was Scarf Zygarde based on the damage. We're going to go ahead and click this Sub-Zero Slammer. I don't think it'll knock him out, but it'll bring him in range to the point where he can't Dragon Dance up to try to sweep me, which is exactly what he's going to try to do. So now he just crunches, which is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and Ice Beam. And now I'll just go into my Staraptor right here. And I'll just go ahead and Brave Bird for the knockout. Should be able to knock him out right here, which it does. I don't think the crit mattered. He was at 15%. It's max attack Reckless, and he just forfeits right away. I guess he was really relying on the Tyranitar sweep. How would I have won? Actually, I guess Mega Pinsir would have just kind of gone in. We had Koko to pivot around the Skarmory. Maybe he thought I had Grass Knot on Koko or something, but I definitely don't think that was completely over at that point. But hey, I'll take the win. And once again, that's definitely not going to be our last match. I'll be right back. Alright, we got another match right here. This is a really interesting Regenerator core. Reuniclus plus Tangrowth. It could just be Magic Guard Calm Mind though, just a lone Regenerator Tangrowth, but I saw Joey use that core on UCL. He also had Alomomola with it, and yeah, he did pretty well. But let's go ahead and lead off here with our Tapu Koko. Leads off with his own. I'm not sure if he's Scarf, but I don't want to take any damage on mine. He might just go hard Tangrowth there, not wanting to take any damage himself, so I'm actually going to Volt Switch right here. Goes Lando. That's definitely pretty risky. I'm just going to go into my own Landorus though. It's also a risky play on my end because he could obviously click the Ice type move right here. And if he is fast, that could be a little bit of a problem. If he does, good play, but then I get to cure him. Goes right for a U-turn. What did he actually bring in on this now? Celesteela. Yeah, he probably goes Celesteela and just Leech Seeds. He can't go Mawile because I just outspeed and knock it out with Earthquake. Maybe if it specs Koko with HP Ice, that could do it, but I get up Rocks in the other two, and then Reuniclus can't set up on me because I'm Life Orb Earthquake. It can Recovered Stall me, but we're still probably going to be doing over half. Goes Tapu Koko right here. I'm going to try to get up Rocks. Hopefully we live this. We don't, but what this does allow me to do right now is just bring in my... let's go into my own Tapu Koko right here, and I'll just go ahead and Dazzling Gleam. Goes Tangrowth this time. Hopefully this does a good amount. It is Assault Vest, so I'm going to go into my Kyurem right here, because I think you're a knockoff, and we're playing pretty safe. I could have definitely switched out there on the Hidden Power Ice. It was pretty obvious, but I didn't have any electric type move switchings after that. So we get in this. He goes Landers now. Are you Scarf? It might be Scarf based on the damage from earlier. We take a Stone Edge though, so I think staying in is my best play by far. I'm just gonna substitute right here. I don't know if you want to stay in. I could be Scarf Kyurem too, for all you know. It's not really a set you see anymore, but he doesn't know. And this is actually a great scenario because this actually it's not as great as I want because Mawile can come out and deal with us after, but it's fine. I'll at least get the knockout on this with Sub-Zero Slammer right here. If he goes hard Mawile now, it'll probably take like 30-40%, which I guess is good damage. Goes for Uniclus. This will probably take like 60-70, something like that. Yeah, 60%. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be able to recover stall me, so I'm just going to not bother staying in right here trying to deal with that. I'm going to go here into my, probably Pinsir. He's probably going to attack right away, though, to break the substitute. Goes right for recover, though, so that's fine. I just need to break through Celesteela, and then Pinsir pretty much wins the match. So we're going to go right here for the Volt Switch. Goes back to Tangrowth. You know what, we're going to do this now. And we're going to Swords Dance. And hopefully he's Psy Shock or Uniclus, not Psychic. Goes Tapu Koko. I'm going to take the damage on this right now. And we actually just crit through that. That might have just completely changed the game. I definitely wasn't going for the crit. I just wanted damage on Tapu Koko for my Mega Pinsir so that I could try to sweep with it later with Quick Attack. Because after we get off the damage on this right now, assuming that's what we do, he's really weak to Mega Pinsir at +2. So there's a Heavy Slam, which is not even going to do that much. And you know what, since that's doing pretty much nothing, I'm just going to SD up again and then start roosting. And it looks like we're going to end off the library right here on Hawlucha Sweep. Just going to Roost again. He's going for the... He actually clicks Leech Seed. I'm just going to Swords Dance. Goes right for Heavy Slam. I have no reason to predict. I just do this until I knock him out with Acrobatics. Goes right for Heavy Slam. That's actually doing quite a bit. And now I'm going to High Jump Kick him. If he gets a double Protect, then I guess that's Justice, but he does not. And we knock that out. And we might be good to go. He has to go Mawile and Sucker Punch, but he's just going to go ahead and forfeit right there. And the crit definitely changed it, but after I got off all the damage on Tapu Koko, I think Mega Pinsir probably would have come through. So that is going to be the end of the live. We finished at 7-2, which is probably one of our best lives so far. Would have been curious to see how that last match would have ended up had I not hacked him, but I'll take the win, and that's going to be that. So once again, the team is down below in the description in case you guys do want to try it out alongside me. If you guys are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.